Okay, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about information theory, information entropy, which sometimes gets a little bit confused with thermodynamic entropy. So before we get into that, let's clarify something. Shannon information does not equal meaning. So when most people hear information, they think of meaning. So a message, a fact, or something important. But Claude Shannon measured something else entirely, and that is uncertainty. All right, let's go through a couple different examples. I don't know if you can really see this with the glare, but Rob loves Jessica. Jessica loves Rob. Same size, but different meanings, and Shannon's formula doesn't register that because it doesn't care what the message says. So another example would be (2,338), 2,338. So same meanings, but different size. One takes up way more space. And Shannon's measure does notice that because it's based on symbol probabilities, not semantics. So what did Shannon actually measure? He asked, how uncertain are you before the message arrives? The more uncertainty you start with, the more information you gain when it's resolved. So, Shannon's formula, where H is entropy, or the amount of uncertainty or information. Pi is probability of the ith state. Log is usually base 2 bits, base E nats, or base 10 Hartleys. And K is a constant that depends on your unit system. So in information theory, K equals 1, and in statistical mechanics, K equals KB, which you might recognize as Boltzmann's constant. So in thermodynamics, entropy becomes Shannon's equation and Boltzmann's are structurally the same. They both measure disorder, but one applies to messages and the other to microstates. So you just change your lens. So this is Shannon's entropy, the average uncertainty of a system. So rare outcomes are more surprising, so they carry more information. Common ones are predictable, they're less surprising, and this formula gives you the average across everything. So I'll give you an example. Say we have a fair coin, that's one word for some reason. P equals 0.5, H equals 1 bit. Let's say we have a biased coin, P equals 0.99, H approximately 0. So with a fair coin, you don't know what's coming. It's 50-50. That's full uncertainty. So H equals 1 bit. But if one side comes up 99% of the time, that's basically predictable. So there's no real surprise there. So entropy drops. So let us solidify that Shannon entropy is not equal to thermodynamic entropy. And the formula looks like entropy in physics, and Shannon even used the same word, which has caused some confusion, I'm sure. But again, one's more so to do with microstates and heat and disorder, and the other to do with uncertainty in messages, how hard it is to guess the outcome. Let's bring it home. Shannon information equals expected surprise. Does not equal meaning, does not equal importance, does not equal physical entropy. Claude Shannon didn't give us a theory of meaning. He gave us a ruler to measure the amount of uncertainty that gets eliminated when a message arrives. So, meaning is your problem. He just kind of built the scale. So, yeah. What a fucking prick.
Let's go! No guts, no glory. That's why I'm all up in the guts, true story. This big dog status, little homie, you a corgi. I heard all of your verses and they honestly bore me. I'm yawning, I'm ballin', let's go there. Or rollin', she findin', I got it. I can turn your noodles into ramen. Sit down, Stephen Hawking. Boy,